Hello everyone, Martin here, back with another Legacy video. Playing Yorion Doomsday today with Up the Beanstalk. Um, this is sandbox kind of stuff. I'm testing how well this can work. I've trimmed Doomsday down to 2 Doomsday from 3 and still running 1 Oracle. I think actually I'm going to make a live change here. I'm going to cut the Urborg for a Mystic Sanctuary, because I think Mystic Sanctuary is actually worth a shot here, since we're also playing Terminus, and yeah, we're playing so 7 white cards here that trigger Up the Beanstalk, and also 7 blue cards. So that's 14 total. I'm not really sure on the numbers. I've trimmed a couple of prismatic endings to make room for the Solitudes and Leyline Binding. I'm not sure how well Leyline Binding is going to mix with our 5 basic lands here, the whole Abundant Growth basic land. So that's why I'm only running 2 Leyline Binding. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to spend a whole lot of more time on the deck tech here. I'm going to jump into a league. On the draw in round 1, I'm going to keep this hand. It has some appealing stuff here, and I mean the Terminus in hand is a little bit not the greatest, but we can protect against turn 1 combo, and we have Bowmasters and Up the Beanstalk. So okay, Ponder off of an Underground Sea, Fish Ponder. Makes me think it's combo rather than tempo, but that's a little bit of a meager. It's not really. I don't have a lot to judge that on. Okay, I think I'm going to just play Misty Rainforest and pass here. It kind of sucks because if I want to plow and then untap and cast Beanstalk, I'll have to fetch Savannah to plow, and then I won't be able to also cast Orcish Bowmasters with the cards, with the lands that I have, but that is the way. Also, like, if this is something like Doomsday, then Orcish Bowmasters is much more the card that I should be going for here, and not Up the Beanstalk. So I think I'm not gonna cast Bowmasters here until at least on their turn, so that my Force of Negation can help. Also, like, they might not even have Bowmasters on the radar here, so because of us being Yorion and the lands. I think I am going to maybe see if I can get them to cast a cantrip. So this is Bug Colors. Is this Of the Beans? Oh, it's Uro. Okay. So it's not Doomsday. So I'm going to fetch Bayou here. And I'm going to cast the Bowmasters. Okay. So that's in. So I'm going to let Uro resolve here. There's a Wasteland, yikes. Okay, so they're probably gonna take our Bayou here. Sorry, I mean our Tundra. This is some kind of bug mid-rangey, yeah. Okay, so we really need to hit a land that makes ideally blue mana and white mana. So another Tundra or fetch land. I'll take any land though. Yeah, okay, great. So the question is, do we risk them having a second Wasteland and play Up the Beanstalk here? I think I do want to play Up the Beanstalk. I think I am gonna. I mean, if they have Life from the Loam, it's. Well, then I guess we have Force of Negation. So I am gonna get the second Tundra. Okay, we have a Beanstalk. And we get another land. Beautiful. I wish this force of negation was a force of will because of the beanstalk, obviously, but okay. So they can bring back Uro here if they want to. Looks like they're not interested in that pink black mana. Okay, Leovold, sure. Is this a May? Yeah, you may draw a card. So, oh, there's a force. Yum yum yum. All right, I think I'm gonna plow Leo here. That'll trigger him, and they get to draw a card, and that will then deal them. Well, okay. So I'm gonna ping my own army here because I don't want to give them another card. If I can help it. And is this worth fighting for? No. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna attack and just pass here. I could ponder, but I would rather, I think, keep open to force effects here. Guessing they're gonna Uro here, and I'm gonna force Uro and try to close out the game. Oh, it's black mana again. They are not leaving up green mana, so there's no Veil of Summer. They might have Flusterstorm, I don't know. But I'm gonna force, and I'm gonna pitch Ponder, I think. And then draw off of my Up the Beanstalk. Draw another Plow. Okay, so Uro is forced. And now we have a more permanent answer to it if it were to make its way in later. I'd like to draw land here. I'll take a Ponder. And there's a land. I'll take that. And then I'm gonna attack, and then I'm gonna pop Uro in, not Uro, Yorion into my hand. I don't want to. The brainstorm that is 2 cards down is not nothing, but they're likely also a Bowmaster deck. Okay, I'm gonna get Savannah here to make sure I have white. I think, depending on what happens this turn, if I have to force something, I might pitch Yorion because I'm pretty interested in having Teferi in play. So they can return the Wasteland, sure. So what do you take here? Yeah, you take me off black. That makes sense. Belphostrix, sure. Maybe I should have forced that Witherbloom, actually. Not sure what else I'm saving that force for. And not having the Bowmaster in play has unlocked several cards in their hand. Yeah, I think I like these cards. I think I'm gonna attack here, and then next turn I am going to cast the Terminus. You likely block here, I think. Yeah, already gotten your card, although this is also a free card, so I'm assuming they're gonna escape your Uro here. Grief. Good grief. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna let this happen. I am somewhat banking on them not having a force here, because if they can force my Terminus next turn, if they leave me with Force of Negation, then I can still actually hardcast that. Okay, they take Teferi. There's actually another Teferi underneath the Terminus. I wasn't actually thinking that I would want that, because they're going to reanimate their guy. Yep. What do you take here? The Plow, probably. This is a grindy matchup by the looks of it. I'm kind of happy to be 5 minutes up on our opponent here, but that can obviously change. Okay, you have Uro. So I think I'm actually going to draw the Teferi off of the Beanstalk trigger here. And let's see if they choose to fight over it. Guess not. Or I guess they could still do that. Okay. Alright. Let's get some basics out beneath us here. And I'm just gonna draw a card. I'm not gonna bounce the Beanstalk. Ooh, Leyline revealed. That's hot. We're one mana away from just heaven. Is this more Uro or their own Beanstalk maybe? Life from the loam. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try and say no to that. They have more loam? Please no. Witherbloom. Oh no. Ugh, that's such a bummer. Okay. We lose our Beanstalk. They return a wasteland. So, okay, we have another land here in our hand, but I was kind of hoping that was going to draw us a lot of cards. Okay. Brainstorm after the land drop's been made, so there are limits to what can be done here. Okay. We are, like, their wasteland plan is kind of working here. We are somewhat squeezed. I wouldn't mind finding, like, abundant growths here. Or a land that gets basic plains. Opponent is... They're really burning their clock. Pausing in my draw step here, I'm not sure. Are they playing like main deck Surgical? Gonna plus to Fairy and pass here. And if nothing happens, I'm not gonna cycle Lorian. Like, there's nothing I think that would matter enough for me to do that on their turn. If I either draw the 5th land, in which case I can just draw 3, or I don't, in which case I can cycle it on my turn. 2 black. Okay, what's this? Grief. Okay, I'm gonna let them choose here. They can either take the Terminus, which is gonna come eventually, if they don't, or they can take the Lorian, which probably represents the more immediate threat here. But we are set to lose to Fairy next turn if we don't find an answer here. Maybe like Uro of our own would be nice. Or Bowmasters, that's also pretty decent. So I'm gonna... Unfortunately, I can't kill the Grief without like triggering it, like without trading my entire Bowmasters package here. So I think I'm gonna let them kill the Teferi here. I'm not gonna show them face up Bowmasters. If they have exactly Force plus blue card, then they get to use that here. But if not, then this is pretty nice. Up the Beanstalk, yes please. This card is so good. Oh no, they have Bowmasters? Okay. That's very good for them. Less so good for me. So they get to kill both my army and... Wow, they had 2 Bowmasters? Sure. Okay. So we are sort of pressured into finding answers here. I'd like to just draw land. Yes. But we are running out of time here. I'm gonna take 2, go down to 12. The next turn I'm taking 3, 4, 5, 9. So I do kind of need to find like Like if I find another fetch land, then I can Mystic Sanctuary back the. No, I can't even do that actually because both my tundras are in the graveyard. So this flooded strand, if I want to be able to make white white, I need to find for this to fetch either the scrubland or the basic plains. In which case, the next fetch land won't see three islands, so Mystic Sanctuary won't be on. Holy smokes, my opponent is playing slowly here. They might get away with it, but we'll see. All right, our opponent forfeited the match. They just never put the triggers on the stack. Hope all is well with them. Sometimes real life catches up to you, and you have to just bounce. So unfortunate, but on to round number 2. All right, round number 2 here on the draw. Gonna keep this hand. Hope we're not up against like fast combo, basically. DRC. Okay. So it's not fast combo. It's Delver or tempo, whatever we want to call it. If they choose to surveil the wasteland, that could mean they already have a wasteland. Okay, so I'm gonna ponder here. If they want to spew off a daze, I'm fine with that. Because my hand actually kind of does all that I want. So if nothing else happens, then we can just get our way up, work our way up to Uro on all basics. We can use Leyline Binding to pitch to Solitude if we need to plow something really fast. I think I'm going to be saving that for a Murktide. So this Misty needs to fetch basic forest, I think. So maybe that was dumb. Maybe I should have put the Flooded Strand in play just in case the top of my deck is a Terminus. So I could have gotten basic plains. But then again, if I get basic plains with Flooded Strand, I'm not casting Uro anytime soon. So this costs 1 less for each basic land type. So we can actually get this to work even with all basics if we were to want that. Ooh, green. Interesting. Delver, okay. Okay, so we need Uro to take over here, I think. Yeah. I think I'm gonna fetch. Drawing that trop, I'm actually not sure if I should just go ham for like play into Wasteland. Like I said, they already milled one, or surveilled one, which kind of makes me think they have another one. Okay, screw it. Let's Uro the night away here. They have another daze. That's actually pretty annoying. So I am expecting to get wastelanded here. They surveilled. Okay, they surveilled a volcanic into the graveyard. If Delver flips off of Bolt, I am at an effective 6. Okay, no wasteland. That's pretty big. Okay, let's there's a force. That's not bad. So if I play Trop, I will have Island Forest Plains, meaning Leyline Binding will cost less, but not that much less. If I fetch Underground Sea here, Leyline Binding should cost me 2. I guess I could also get Scrubland to have double white. How much this costs? 1 and 1. I'm gonna pass here, and I'm gonna leyline bind their DRC. So let's say white and 1. We're playing around Spell Pierce here. Flusterstorm doesn't affect this. Okay, so let's get rid of this bad boy. And I think, no, I'm not gonna Solitude right now. I'm gonna take 3 from the insect. I guess they're bolting now, probably. Oh, petty theft. That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna let this happen. Then I'm gonna let petty theft resolve. And then this gets exiled, right? No, okay. Well, I'm gonna try and cast it again. If they have the 3rd daze, that's pretty annoying. And might be worth the force. So their hand is Bolt, and if the one of the 2 cards I don't know about is Daze, then the last card, if it's Force, doesn't work. So they force. I'm gonna let them surveil. They keep it on top. I'm gonna force back. So they have Bolt. So they have us on an effective 1 life here, which is pretty scary. So I'm guessing they wouldn't have kept a daze. So the last card is not unlikely to be, oh, like a Murktide. Let's send this one away and see if we can stabilize with Uro. Now I have to start like playing with a Mystic Sanctuary in mind, which I'm not used to. Okay, ooh, and Up the Beanstalk, yes. Okay, things are starting to look good here. They have Bolt plus probably Murktide. Whatever it was good enough for them to keep. Yeah, okay, sweet. Alright, so for the sideboard, we have Carpet, which is good. I think Endurance is good. I think Veil of Summer is interesting, but I'm not sure if it's good enough. I think we can take out the Doomsday package versus the Lightning Bolt counterspell deck. I think probably we cut the Forces of Negations. I think I'd rather have Veil of Summer than Force of Negation. I think the rest actually looks somewhat solid. Oh, so close to being great. Don't think we can keep this with lands being what they are. Okay, we can keep this. I'll probably send away to Fairy, actually. It's between that and Force of Will, I think. Ideally, we find a way to get to basic Forest here to turn on this Abundant Growth. That would be lovely. Okay. So there's a Volcanic into DRC. I think I'm not gonna play into Daze here. Alright, so we could fetch basic planes. Or we could fetch, actually, maybe white is going to be more important. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of hoping they don't have Stifle here. Okay, I'm going to get basic Island here. And then I'm going to get Savannah with this Flooded Strand. Just to make sure we have a rainbow land. I would actually really be sad if they fight over this. Okay. I'd like to draw lands here. Okay, I draw Plow. I think I'm still not ready to... Actually, though, I would kind of like to cast Uro. Seek the Beast. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna let them surveil here. And then I'm gonna plow, seeing as I have a second one, if they want to set themselves back, a land drop. They keep the card on top. They're pausing here, making me think they have a daze. No? Okay. Okay, so what was exiled? Wasteland and Brainstorm. So that's pretty good for them. So they can Wasteland my Savannah and get the card off of Brainstorm. Yikes. There's Brainstorm, sure. Alright, and they have the Druid on layaway. Prismatic Ending. Okay, I'm gonna try and Prismatic End this Delver. They didn't have the days before, or if they had, they chose not to play it. They have the days, okay. Alright, so we are in the Delver squeeze here on one land, facing down a threat, and just trading cards with conditional counter magic, which is it's where Delver wants to be. It's not where we want to be. The best draws in our deck now are just lands. I think I'm actually going to Force of Will this, because I think I might just run out of time otherwise. I'll take a Ponder while they're tapped out of Red Blast. If they have more days here, they probably would have chosen to daze that Force of Will. I think I'm actually I'm gonna fetch and not draw Brainstorm, because I think they probably have a way to counter a Brainstorm, and I would rather have a chance of drawing a land. Okay, unless they like slam a second land here and then slam Murktide. In that case, I think I'm okay drawing a Brainstorm and then fetching and casting the Brainstorm and hoping to find a white producing land, or I guess just like a third land to shuffle. Okay, so they choose to see my Brainstorm here. I think I'm going to draw it now. They have their Delver set. Actually, no, they're going to draw, right? Yeah, they know both cards. So I'm going to, if they want to fetch away the third card to Pyroblast, then that's probably fine. They don't know our hand. They could be, like, Terminus has to be on their radar, I think. Okay, let's put away Teferi and no, is it Endurance? So I think we have to cycle here, get Tundra, and I'm gonna plow Delver here. And then hopefully our Tundra survives and they don't have like surgical extraction. Oh, bummer. Okay, I feel like this game is slipping out of our reach. Ooh, Court of Cunning, okay. I mean, that's pretty great for them. It's an extra card every turn. Okay, let's Abundant Growth this snow-covered island. Yeah, I'm good. Let's move on to game number 2 or 3, I guess. I don't think this like much changes here. I think I'm pretty happy with the the sideboard setup. So let's just go for it. Right. Would love to see Carpet of Flowers here. Abundant Growth is also pretty good. I'm gonna keep. And I'm gonna Abundant Growth a basic forest here. I would rather have the Abundant Growth on the swamp. But if I go like swamp, basic forest, I think they're much more inclined to fight over the Abundant Growth. Okay, so we're looking okay to get our basic lands set up here. And we have a Terminus that can be brainstormed and a Force of Will to sort of like protect us. I don't think I showed them. Ooh, another abundant growth. That's great. I don't think I showed them Terminus in any of the other games, but I can't remember. Well, Bowmasters is also a pretty interesting draw here. And now their wasteland is looking somewhat sad here in the face of all these basics. Lauren Reel can get another basic island. Oops, Daisies, I don't think I'll be casting that. Instead, I think I'm going to be trying with Bowmasters first. Seek the Beast. And they mill a Wasteland. I think I'm going to Bowmasters here and see if they want to fight over that. I would actually really like them to force of will this. Okay, I think I'm going to... No. Yeah, I think I'm going to brainstorm here. If they daze this, I have to force it. Okay, so let's put back... Oh, we can't set this up where Terminus draws us, where Beanstalk draws cards from Terminus, because I would have to get Beanstalk into play and that would draw the Terminus. I might actually be interested in not drawing both Terminuses. No, actually, let's just put both back. Okay. So what gets exiled? Misty and Bauble. Oh, bummer. They get to see. Hopefully they play in. Well, I mean they know one Terminus is going to come then, but they don't know the second one. Okay, the Mill of Days. They have the Dryad on layaway. Please play a creature before bobbling. Yes, come on. You know you want to. You know it's the only right thing for you to do in your life right now. Yay! And then a Delver. I mean, why wouldn't you play Delver right now? Oh, okay. So I think I'm gonna, next turn here, I'm gonna Terminus them. And if they choose to, like, if they have another force, I think I probably just let it happen because I have the second Terminus coming and I'll take the beats. And so that also means now I actually do want them to bobble. Okay, they choose not to shuffle. Yep. All right, so let's just hope they aren't sitting on like Day's Surgical Extraction here to shuffle our deck. Okay, so they had the Surgical. So I will have to fight over this. I think, like, I don't have any other removal. So I'm going to get super punished if they have Days. So that's just the way it is. They have another force. Okay, well, at least it wasn't Days. But I am in trouble, like big trouble here. I'm going to just be taking so much damage. So, okay. They are like down 3. Like down a bunch of cards here. So we can hope to draw like any spot removal really. And we can also just like, we can go Beanstalk and then put Uro into our hand. No, we can't do that. We don't have the mana for that. But we probably want to be like casting Beanstalk next turn. Okay, so we're at 14, and then if they don't cast any more spells next turn, we'll take 7 down to 7. Come on, Terminus anyway. That'd be kind of fun. Okay, so let's cast this. Love to see like a plow, or I guess a force of will is also fine. So yeah, let's put this abundant growth here. Carpet of flowers. Yeah. So that means next turn that we can cast Lorien Revealed, but we might just be dead. Like we need, I think, to find 2 removal spells or like Uro next turn. Okay, sure. Bobble away, my friend. Obviously, the best thing for us to draw here is a Terminus. There are 3 in the deck, but 60 cards, so it's like what, 1 in 20. Not the best odds. I wonder if I'm supposed to force of will here to just draw cards, but I don't think so. I think I would rather, like, yeah, I don't know, because this guy's growing. We're taking 8 right now, so if they find like lightning bolt, I'm gonna have to force of will that lightning bolt, I think, or be at 1, meaning our force is off. So yeah, I don't know. Not looking great. They leave a card on top, so they like what they found. So clutch they had that second force of will on. They had just forced the turn before, I think. No, it was the same turn, right? No, they drew, right? So they forced my bowmasters. Yeah. And anyways. Okay, here I go taking 8. I'll be at 5. Need something good here. Oh, right, okay. It's the end game. Yeah, I think I like that play. So what do we get here? Uro. Uro is good, I think. Or is it? Like, Uro is 1 card and 3 life, and we will have 2 mana left. Whereas Lorien Revealed is 3 cards, but will be tapped out. I think I'm gonna go with Uro and find a plow or something, please. If they blast here, I'm happy about that because we have the force, so we get to draw off of Beanstalk. So it's another chance at like a plow or a prismatic ending. Okay. And we're dead. Bummer. All right, GG's opponent. That was some close games. I think they played really well. On the draw for round number 3, I think we keep this hand. The mana situation is a little bit suspect, and Wasteland susceptible, but I guess it's gonna have to be the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, that was immediately a pretty good draw. Yeah, to make room for all this, yeah, I think if we take these, to make room for all of these other cards, the whole Up the Beanstalk package, I kind of had to shave here and there, and one of the things I shaved were a couple of what do you call them? A couple of preordains. I had 2 preordains, and I'm a little bit concerned about, like, this is a bit of a monster in terms of like lands and stuff, and I'm not really, yeah, just a little bit worried, truth be told. Okay, so ponder. Okay, this seems like Rug Delver, this mana base, but I'm a little bit weary that they haven't played a threat yet, making me concerned that this could be like a show and tell kind of deck. We'll see. I could have played the Bowmasters face up here, but I would prefer to. And now that seeing as they don't do anything here, I kind of wish I had. Again, there's a brainstorm in response. And looks like Bowmasters are in. And I'm getting to untap here. Okay. So I think I'm gonna attack first in case playing around days is a thing here. If I want to protect Bowmasters, doesn't seem so. Okay, I'm gonna play an Uro here. And if this is like a combo deck, I'm feeling okay with 2 force effects. Draw Terminus here. Kind of a blank currently. Alright, here's 4 mana. What will it be? Sneak attack. Okay. So I'm going to Force of Negation that pitching Uro. And hope not to get dazed. Okay. That just resolved. Okay. And this land was awkward. Not that I have stuff in my graveyard to let me escape yet. So I think I'm gonna put Yorion in my hand. Leave open drop representing Veil. This looks like. Whoa, was this Lauren revealed? Okay, so this would deal them 3, but draw them 3. So deal them 3, this becomes a 4/4, I attack for 5. They're at an effective 2. I think that's okay. I mean, maybe not though. Maybe that was dumb, letting the combo deck draw 3 cards, but their Ancient Tomb is now off. Oh, Veil. Yeah, I guess I'll try and force that. They force back. Okay. Sure. You get a Veil. Gonna ping the army here. Unfortunately, these all fizzle. And now I don't have any disruption left. Solitude is okay here. I'm actually going to cast Teferi. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Teferi. Maybe that was dumb. If I let the Veil resolve, then I get to play Teferi. I guess they would then force Teferi because so I think we kind of end up in the same place. I'm gonna bounce nothing here. That lets me draw land. So I have hard cast Solitude next turn. But Solitude like killing Emrakul is pretty interesting. There's show and tell. Do we put in the Solitude? I don't hate that. But at the same time, like if what they put in is Omniscience and then or like Sneak Attack, yeah, I think I don't put in anything here. So we can Prismatic Ending this, which I think I like. Oops, this has to make blue. Actually, hang on. Let's plus this. Okay, I'm gonna attack and then I can Prismatic Ending at sorcery speed if they crack the fetch. So they only get 1 activation. Like they can activate once. Okay, that doesn't seem to be what they want to do. Okay, then I'm just gonna do it now because whatever they sneak in is gonna leave by my end step. Okay, looks like they just had nothing. And they are facing down lethal. Okay, cool. That was a little bit wonky, letting them draw those 3 cards. I kind of feel like I probably shouldn't have done that. I think this is a fine card in this matchup. I think Veil of Summer, maybe? This is a counterspell matchup. And they did seem to be like pretty deep in green, so it's not impossible they could have like Yorion themselves. But seeing as I have so little to bring in, it's like Carpet of Flowers, they're a soul land deck. It's it's an okay card, maybe one. Okay, but let's see here. We don't, in spite of it being pretty awesome just there, I don't think we want Prismatic Ending. I don't think we want 3 Terminus. Maybe we don't even want 1. And I mean, Uro is also a little bit embarrassing, but I think I'm going to cut the last Terminus and just I think I just send this. It's like Carpet of Flowers #2 better than Leyline Binding or Solitude? Mm, nah. They probably have like the Vesuvian Drifter, or they could have like Fury, or like have a creature plan, so I think this is fine. I'm pretty happy to take game 1. I think decks like Show and Tell kind of prey on decks like this. Okay, seems pretty bad, but Up the Beanstalk and like Leyline Binding can come in off of Show and Tell. Yeah, okay. You had me at off of Show and Tell. Temporal Mastery really needs a force effect. Yay, look at that. To be pitched to. Okay. You may storm the brain. And cycling, sure. Lord Revealed really has made a big splash on, and I mean the troll as well on Legacy. It's kind of cool. So if I fetch Bayou and play Tundra, I have all my basic land types. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Bowmasters, that's not bad. Defense Grid. I think I let Defense Grid resolve, and then I Leyline Binding it on my turn. It gives up the ghosts in terms of like having something to put in. But we can put in Bowmasters, I guess. Okay. Wait, what did I not figure out? Oh, this needs actually like the 5th mana, the 5th basic land type, of course, to be 1 mana. So this is going to be 2. Okay, that's unfortunate, but at least they can't do anything because of their own grid here. We draw Bowmasters. And I think probably I just get a drop here and I put Abundant Growth on Bayou. Okay. Like, I would love to draw Brainstorm here and get the Temporal Mastery to zing. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna try this. Hope they don't have Veil. Okay, so that just happened. That's cool. Okay, so it's pretty obvious to me they didn't have the Veil. So I think I'm gonna cast a main phase Bowmasters, and then I'm gonna leave open mana to play the second one or show it in, I guess. Okay, here comes sneak attack. Sure.
Sneak attack. Okay. This is, I guess I mostly just don't want to see Atraxa here. I think Emrakul. Oh, they have the Atraxa. Okay, this is gonna be hard. Hmm. Okay, let's let them reveal here. And there's an Emrakul. But no Force of Will. They did get Flusterstorm. I guess we don't know that one. Okay. Let's see what they get here. Did they make their land drop here? Yeah, they did. Okay, so they choose Scalding Tarn, so no Ancient Tomb. They choose no Brainstorm. They choose Atraxa over Emrakul. So, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what am I missing here? Okay, there were 2 sneak attacks. Sure. Okay. And I just take the 7 here. To Fairy. That's nice. I don't think there's any way we can really leverage this. We could to Fairy and then bounce our own Leyline. So what's going to happen is they're going to activate sneak attack on their turn, on like in response to Teferi. If they have another Volk, and then they're going to try and find a Force of Will, I think. But I still think it's probably the play to make here. They even have like a backup sneak attack in hand. If they let this resolve, then I at least I think can get in with my 2 dudes here. Oh, they just drew the Force. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna attack here. If they want to, it looks like they don't, but if they want to use sneak attack now, that means they don't get the Atraxa on their turn. Okay, let's see here. What was pitched? The Ponder. Okay. Okay, here comes Atraxa. And Atraxa reveals Veils of Summer and Fury and Magas of the Moon. But no other fatty. So I'm at an effective 9 if I choose to fetch here. So what do they take? They choose Show and Tell, Force of Will, Petal, and Magus. Show and Tell, Ancient Tomb, and Magus. That's 9. What am I missing here? I guess the Petal that they're casting. Okay. So Petal is in play. Okay. So I'm gonna fetch, get some basics going here. Let's get a Plains. And I suppose let's get basic island, sure. Okay, so there's Magas of the Moon. And what am I missing that they drew here? Emrakul. And they have a force. That's tough. I mean, I have to do this, right? But I get to draw the card even. Alright, they got me. Sure. Does this change anything? They have petals. Null Rod. I mean, I don't know. I honestly kind of feel okay with this as it is. uh, yeah. The land here is like really awkward. Can I really keep this? No, I think I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, I'll keep this. And I will bottom the basic island here. And I'm gonna fetch tropical island, I think. And imprint this, imprint, you know what I mean? Cast the abundant growth. So we could go pondering for something like a counterspell here, but I think I'd rather just try and get Lavinia in here. Hopefully they don't have Pyroblast. I didn't see any Pyroblast, but I think they have Veils and stuff, but I guess they could have Pyroblast too. Yeah, looks like it. Alright. Yep. And we're dead. Okay. GG's opponent. Okay, round 4 on the draw once again. Yeah, I'll keep this. What is this? Okay, one of those Triome lands. I think we ponder here. Looking for lands and Force of Wills. And Beanstalks. Lands, Beanstalks, and Force of Wills. I think I would rather not play into whatever they're holding up over there. Like if they have Bowmasters, I mean, I'm gonna try my Bowmasters here in face of this Brainstorm. Let's get a Scrubland. Gonna go ahead and assume they have an answer to this. Well, we get the army at least. Or do they have Veil? Okay, Leyline Binding, sure. Okay. I think I'm going to get a, what do we get here? Tropical Island, maybe? And let's cast Abundant Growth on this snow-covered island. And let's try and resolve Beanstalk. Wow, this feels super important, and I feel like if they can answer this, they like on the stack they really should. It looks like that's what they're considering. Okay, it's in. Another binding, huh? Okay. At least these bindings are happening with no beanstalks of their own. Okay. So we can next turn we can cast our second beanstalk, and then we can leyline binding, draw cards, stuff like that, and decide if we want second beanstalk or bowmasters in play. The One Ring. Okay, sure. Okay, so I am gonna cast this, and then I think I'm going to. So we can either we can leyline bind the one that has our orc in response to them drawing a card next turn, or we can leyline bind the One Ring. I'm not sure what's most important. Probably the One Ring. So I think I'm gonna do that on. Yeah, I don't know. Like if I do it on my turn, then they can have Force of Will, and I can't force back. If I do it on their turn, they get to activate the One Ring. I think I'm going to do it on their turn. Okay. I think I'm actually going to leyline bind right now. I get to draw a card. Force. I force back. They can draw 2 here. And looks like Leyline Binding is happening. And I think I'm going to take the One Ring. Okay. That was an intense moment there. They ended up with quite a few cards in their hand. Is this Uro? No. Oh, this is Prismatic Ending for 5. Oh, it's Aeolingus. Okay, sure. So I take 6. I think it's not impossible that we can race this. They slammed all 6 or all 3 of them, so that means no matter what, my army gets to attack and claim the monarchy, so to speak. Which I think I do. And I think I could hard cast Solitude here, which I think I will actually. I was gonna not do it for a second there, but then I think maybe I should do it. Let's get a Tundra here. Yeah, because I get to draw a card anyways, and if they want to force, that's pretty good. Okay. Did kind of suck that I didn't get to play my Orcish Bowmasters to punish them when they take back the monarchy here. Okay, so they drew a plow, so they get to steal back the monarchy. I'm a little bit worried about all the cards in their hand. It's another ring, maybe. Oh, it's Uro. Okay. Okay. Let's put in an Uro of our own. And that was dumb, right? Putting in the Bayou first? Yeah, no, it wouldn't have mattered. Okay, let's take back the monarchy here. Oh, bummer. I'm gonna cast Brainstorm here. Okay, let's put back these. And let's yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure plowing here is gonna matter that much. Let's in that case maybe I should have pondered looking for a force. Okay. Does seem pretty likely that they end up escaping Uro before attacking here. I guess they put back 4th. Okay, yikes. Yeah, maybe I'm just dead then. Wait, what just happened? Was that in their upkeep? In any case, I'm dead, right? Because they will have 6, they'll have 8. So that's 16 power. I guess I'm not, strictly speaking, completely dead. Although them having trample is really awkward. So what, I plow one, and then I could draw like Terminus here. Okay, so let's shoot one. Let's plow another. And let's block the one that was shot. And we take 13. So we kind of need need a terminus here, but I just brainstormed, so I think I know what's coming, right? So what if we... How much mana we have here? We have 1, 2, 3. We have 8 mana. We spend 4 on Uro. I guess if we're gonna do that, we should start off with Teferi. So let's say black, blue, and white. And yeah, let's bounce one of these. And we escape Uro. Say green, green, no, green, green, blue, blue. Go like this. Okay, so we're at 4. We're at 4 and they're attacking for 10. We can soak up 2, so they're getting through with 8. So I think I'm dead no matter what. That's unfortunate. Yep, alright. Let's concede. Okay, so the Beanstalk mirror. We didn't see Beanstalk, but it's certainly there. I'm not sure about Veil in this matchup because like a lot of the relevant stuff is going to be white removal, like the ley lines and stuff. I think maybe Lavinia is pretty decent. Maybe Surgical is not the worst. Maybe like Terminus is not the greatest here. And I mean, I'm not sure if we want all the plows because like they have Uro, but I kind of want to try and beat that differently, like in a different manner. Maybe cut a Force of Negation. And a Prismatic Ending. Let's try this. So we're witnessing their red splash versus our black splash. Though I guess they probably did they show us black? They cast the Leyline Binding for 1 mana, if I recall correctly. Yeah, let's try this on for size. A little bit force heavy, but I like having all the mana set up, and like we have Abundant Growth, which could be good with Uro later on. Not Uro, Yorion. For some reason, the cards I can never separate in my head. Like my brain always wants me to say something else. Oh, you have a carpet. Okay. Well, we can play around that for a bit. There's a Surgical. I don't hate that. So they could have Veil here. They would need Veil and Force of Will. Let's get the planes. I'm gonna play Teferi here. Okay, Teferi's in. I'm gonna bounce the carpet. Kind of make them cast that one more time. Sure. I'd really love to draw Up the Beanstalk here. Dress down. What? It's just a cycle, I guess? Okay. So let's plus this and just pass. I am loving how this lined up so that I could play around their carpet so well. If we do want to cast Luring Reveal, we will have to fetch a second blue mana unless we find another snow covered. Sorry, Abundant Growth, I mean. Leyline Binding. um, I mean, I'm gonna counter this. The only question is how. Okay, I think I'm gonna bite the bullet on the them having access to blue, and I'm gonna get probably Tropical Island. Uro, sure. Uro is gonna get surgically extracted momentarily, and I'm gonna pay mana for this. So their hand is force surgical of their own. All right, cool. And was there a black producing land? That Triome land? Oh, it's in play. Never mind. Yeah, but they don't have any black spells. It looks like 1 Teferi, 3 plows. That's cool. 1 loam. No up the beanstalks, really? I guess I assumed too much. Okay, Arrow's gone. Now they get mana, but they can't really cast anything here. Okay, I would love a land. Second Teferi is not the hottest here. So I think I'm gonna pass here, and I'm going to cast a Bowmasters on their turn. I think unfortunately I will have to force. That's a Tega they drew. There's a Teferi. Yeah, I have to force because if I just flash in Bowmasters in response, then they can just plow. So much for Lauren revealed. Um, let's plus here. And I think we just send it and then put Yorion into our hand. They probably plow the orcish dude here. Oh no. Terminus. Right, okay. Sure. So I really feel like we do need to make this count here. This advantage we have right now. Okay, there's a land. That's really good. I want to see a force of will here, I think. Oh, up the beanstalk. That's really good. So let's cast that. Let's ponder, see if we can find that force. Yeah, Lavinia is decent, but they have the plow. I think I'm actually gonna shuffle these. Second beanstalk, not bad. So we know their hand. Like fourth Aerlingas would be really scary if they top deck that. We just gave them a second mana, but looks like they whiffed. We gave them second thing for carpet. Okay, let's plus here. I think we cast a second copy of Up the Beanstalk. And probably play second copy of Teferi. Let's keep this dude. And let's make a green mana here. Bounce the Abundant Growth and replay it. Replay it on the white. Okay. So if we get to untap we get to do a massive Yorion that draws us a bunch of cards and then gets plowed. But we are also like running out of stuff to do. Like I'm discarding to hand size here, and they were just gonna plow him. But I think it probably is still fine. So let's cast the old buzzard and draw a couple of cards. So Leyline Binding. Like that. I am also a little bit worried about the clock here. So I think I'm gonna ponder, shuffle these. We don't need mana. We don't need more Up the Beanstalks. Okay, so we are gonna be discarding to hand size here. This gets to go there. We'll draw 3 cards. Bowmasters is good. Surgical is good. And discard to hand size. Like that. Okay. I will probably brainstorm. Where's my 1 additional mana for the Bowmasters? But yeah, I will probably brainstorm to try and save Yorion, like try and find a force. Wow, that was good. Okay, well, so let's put back Yorion and our own plow. And I'm going to force of negation, pitching ponder. And then I think I'm going to have to probably force one more thing this turn because they probably have like 4th Aerolingas. Force, draw 2 cards off of the Beanstalks. I think I'm going to Leyline Bind. Yeah. What am I not doing right here? Cast this, pay 2, black, white. Okay. Yep, let's take that. And let's cast this. Put Force of Will on top. Yeah, I'll do that. And, So it's awkward that the only land, or the only, like, blue card I have that can then be pitched is the one I'm going to use to draw it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Yeah, let's just attack here, and we'll see if we can like Leyline Bind something. Can you not cast this if your opponent don't control anything? Okay, this is plowed. The 1 ring. Okay, I'm gonna flash this in. Deal 1 point of damage to them. And then they get the 1 ring. And then I'm gonna bind it. That's actually a little bit flavorful. You know what's going to happen here? This is a trigger that's on the stack, and I'm going to exile the Leyline, exile the ring now, which means if they want to draw a card, it will have to happen before they gain protection from everything. So I get to shoot them. And now they have protection from everything. Like, I feel like I've won this game, but now it's about the clock, and I can't kill like that fast. Oh, maybe I can, actually. Um, yeah. Yeah, we can just win right now. So let's cast Doomsday. So we cast, let me see how many lands I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we cast Uro. We draw Thassa, and then we fetch, and then there are 3 cards in the deck, and we have Devotion 3. So what do we want to hide here? Maybe Lavinia for game 3. Okay, go like that. And Temporal Mastery, Tundra on the bottom, 3 insignificant cards, and draw Thassa. And then Uro dies, we fetch the Tundra. Okay, so we're down by 6 minutes on the clock, which means I probably won't be able to win this unless I get to a fast-ish Doomsday. Teferi, I feel like, really won this game for us. Maybe like we do want Force of Negation number 3 just because like fourth Aerolingus is so scary, and like exiling it really matters because they're a Mystic Sanctuary deck. Um, I think maybe a Veil is not the worst. Maybe we can lose the. Yeah, let's go like this. Or maybe actually, if we're going for a Doomsday, when the Temporal Mastery is pretty good. Yeah, I'll keep this. Don't think I can make up enough time on the clock for it to matter, but I'm gonna try and play fast. Okay, let's fetch Trop here and cast Ponder. Yeah, pretty much want all of these. And I don't think there's anything that I would Force of Negation on their turn 2. I guess, like, yeah, maybe Sylvan Library. But, and I do want to draw the Abundant Growth. They could have Plow here. Or, I guess, a Red Blast. Okay, that's fair. So if they could have like Leyline Binding here and take her out like that because with Dress Down. Okay, I'm not gonna fight over that. That's fine. So let's do this. And I don't think I can afford to actually play Carpet Flowers because of my clock. Yeah, this is good. This has potential. Oh, and they're screwed on lands, it looks like. Maybe actually getting the carpet now makes sense. And I am just going to pass here. They'll have to move to discard. Or they play into Bowmasters. And the next card down is a Terminus, so I don't want that. Let's get an Underground Sea here. Oh, that's good. I think I'm going to cast this Up the Beanstalk. Let's draw a card. Prismatic Ending. Okay. And I'm going to put Yorion in my hand and swing for the fences here. Okay. They are fetching. They have plow. Teferi is getting force of negation. Okay, that was good. So let's make some mana here. Let's cast. Oh, let's save that one. So we draw a card, and let's get rid of these. It's done. Okay, so this goes there. That was the card I was looking for, Teferi. Now if I can find a Force of Will to back it up, that would be amazeballs, as the kids say. We're also like putting a lot of pressure on their life total here. Leyline Binding, okay. You get to bind something. Get my Beanstalk, okay. I have more where those came from. Okay. So let's make, yes, let's make blue. And I guess white. I should have made white. That was dumb. I could also have surgical the pyroblast here in case I'm worried about that, but they could also just have like a red blast, red elemental blast. Okay. I am not playing as well as I could be. I'm kind of psyched about the clock here. Okay, Teferi is in. Let's ponder here. We find Force of Will, that's pretty big. That means we can't get rid of her, the princess. Let's plus here. Because then next turn, if we can untap with Teferi, we can just Doomsday and win. Terminus. I think I'm gonna let the trigger resolve. Oh yeah, no, they can't because of Teferi, I forgot. Yes, you can have the One Ring. That won't matter. Okay. So let's just cast Doomsday here. We just put Thassa on the top and the rest won't matter. And as long as Thassa is the top card, it's all good. So let's bounce our Carpet of Flowers, which didn't trigger because opponent has protection from everything, including us. Yay, would you look at that? Yeah, sure, you can draw a card. All right, excellent. I'm super excited about that win. Wow, got to win with Doomsday twice, and just like by the skin of my teeth here with the clock, but I feel like we sort of outground them, so that's cool. All right, off to the final round. Okay, on the draw for the final round. Positive record on the line here. And we're going to keep this. This has a lot of promise. Would have been amazing to have fetch lands and be on the play, but you know, can't ask for everything. Opponent mulligans to 6. I remember this username No Loam, but it's been so long I can't remember what they played. And I feel whenever I see any username that seems vaguely familiar, I always think put them on like lands or Stompy. Inquisition. Okay, well I mean, this can only take Bowmasters or Up the Beanstalk. Okay. Hope they don't have surgical. Okay. Let's leave open brainstorm here. Mana confluence. Into the north. Okay, this is Rainbow Depths. Oh shoot, I think I'm supposed to force this. This gets Dark Depths, and if they have like a Thespian Stage in hand. Ugh. Okay, I don't get the creamy value here. What's this discard spell? Okay, I think I'm gonna brainstorm in response here. So let's put Up the Beanstalk and Bowmaster. Actually, let's hide Plow and Up the Beanstalk. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I do kind of need to hit my third land. Bummer. Yep, snapped off that Plow. Okay, land? Force of Negation. Okay, guess I might as well just cast this. I don't think there's any value from waiting. They know about it. They're also not a blue deck, so we are just pretty like sitting ducks here if they just draw Thespian Stage naturally. I'm gonna cast this to get 2 extra damage in. I suppose 1 extra damage because like 1 would happen no matter what, but the growing of the army kind of matters here. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Okay, so they make it, meaning that if we were to draw like Prismatic Ending, then that's an out. We only have 2 though. Come on, Leyline Binding, Plow. There's nothing I can draw here off of this Beanstalk because we're stuck on 2 lands. Oh, that feels bad. Okay. Veil of Summer seems like a card I probably want. Surgical Extraction taking like Dark Depths may be a thing here. I'm also not sure if they are if they could be like an Urza Saga deck. Oh, this feels bad. I think probably I just want to be full on control here and not screw around with Doomsday. Is there anything I'm not considering here that makes the grade here? They could they have Life from the Loam? Probably not, right? I think I'm gonna bring in 1 surgical. Look at all these white cards. Like, where were you? Yeah. Like if I draw a 3rd land instead of that 2nd Bowmasters, then it's kind of looking a lot better. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. They're gonna need like 3 discard spells and or access to Sajiri Step to beat this. Yep, let the discard begin. Okay, Lauren Reveal is nice. It's the 3rd land. And I guess like I pitched Lauren Revealed where I could have pitched a Brainstorm to the Force in game 1. So that's sort of where my 3rd land was at, right? I think I'm gonna Island Cycle here. And probably get like Tropical Island. So now they have taken care of all my instant removal. Which honestly doesn't feel very well or very good. I think I actually draw a card here. I have the second Teferi to bounce with. Now I have a force. That's also pretty good. So I force this. Yeah, I force this because we can plus on Teferi and have prismatic ending at instant speed. Now we have Solitude as well. I think I'm gonna put Yorion into my hand and just pass. Not Yorion. Yes, now it was actually Yorion. The old Yorion Uro conundrum in Martin's brain here. This is like, oh, okay. They're just making it now? Okay. I mean, I'm gonna exile it. Second stage. Okay. Okay, let's draw a card here. And we just have to pass. Alright. I think I'm gonna just get my 4/5 and draw a card here. So let's just do that actually. Brainstorm, that's nice. Sure, you get a tropical island. Alright, so I'm gonna attack here. And then I'm gonna bounce Yorion with Teferi. I think. Yeah, let's bounce Yorion. Let's replay Yorion, reset Teferi, get the another draw. That's a pretty nice little engine actually. Ooh, temporal mastery. Right into the brainstorm. They have abrupt decay here. Or is it into the, oh, Sylvan Safekeeper. I think I'm actually going to brainstorm here. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Yeah, you can have that. I'm gonna time walk here if you don't mind. Wish I had a beanstalk. Okay, so they concede. Cool beans. Do we change anything here? Probably not. Sylvan Safekeeper is a pain in the ass. But we do have 3 Terminus, and yeah, no, I think I don't really have a lot of answers anyways. I guess Dress Down can be an answer. I think I probably mulligan this. Yeah, I think this is better. I keep this, and I probably send away the surgical, which I'm already kind of regretting. I'm fully expecting to get discarded turn 1 here. I mean, that seems like what this deck does, right? Oh no, really? That's interesting. Yeah, let's just pass here. What I really don't want to see is Sylvan Safekeeper, actually. God damn you. Okay, I'm gonna go look for a Force of Will, which I don't find. Yeah, let's just put 2 lands back. We'll draw one of them. And I think I just I have to go looking for just like an answer to this. If they have thespian stage here, then that's like a pretty big beating. And they do the pedal as well. Okay. I feel like I probably need to start like stone raining them, which means I need to draw a white card here so that I can Teferi, bounce Sylvan Safekeeper, then they sack a land, and then I still have something to pitch to the Solitude. Sylvan Scrying. Okay. They get Urborg. Okay. I think I'm prized into like trying to find uh one of the terminus. In that case, I probably want to dig a card deeper because they're not making Merilage this turn, they're making it next turn. Okay. So maybe I should have actually growthed. Yeah, that was dumb. Ugh, I just blew it. Okay, well, we can use Lauren Revealed. God damn it. Okay. All right. So let's pass here. So like, not even really sure what I'm supposed to do here. They can also like okay, thought seizes. Okay, I think I'm gonna let them thought seize. They probably take brainstorm or solitude maybe. So they can just make their Thespian stage into Dark Depths now. Then like what happens if I were to draw, I suppose if I were to draw like Swords to Plowshares, then I could Bowmaster Solitude Plow. So I could Bowmaster the Safekeeper. Yeah, they do take the Safekeeper. The Bowmaster, I mean. Okay, so we take a hit. I am gonna lure in Revealed here. Yeah, they just go for it. So I mean, they have 2 lands now. So if I were to draw Swords to Plowshares, no, I would still need like, yeah, I would still need another removal spell. Terminus? Okay, no Terminus. So I'm gonna ponder here. Come on, fuck off. Okay. Looks like this is the end of the road for our hero. Yep. Doesn't matter what we do here. Because I don't have... Actually, no, that's not true. If I were to set up Terminus right now, then I could next turn, I could like Swords to Plow, Solitude and force it. Or I guess just even Solitude because of Up the Beanstalk. So let's try for one more spin here. One more go around. Come on, please. Please, Terminus. It's not Terminus. So we shuffle. Okay, in the blind. Terminus one time, 1 in 60 or 1 in 20. Nope. Yep. All right. GG's opponent. All right. Ultimately, a 2-3, and only one of the wins really counted. Okay. Well, this was a weird league. We had that round one where our opponent sort of just like lost interest or lost the ability to play, and ended up conceding due to time. And we had some really close games, I think, against Rug Delver. That was really cool, and I think I'm supposed to be favored there, and maybe like with more reps and a stronger sense of knowledge of that matchup, I might have been able to win there, but it was very close. I think in game three, and then we lost to a sneak and show, which is we're probably supposed to lose there. We won what was my favorite round of the league against the 4-color control with the one ring. Just like really excellent magic. Got to go off, both do the grind thing and win with Doomsday. And then we lost to another fast combo deck in round three here, round five, in game three, which was also fairly close. I think we had a lot of looks at outs, but they did have like the naturally drawn Sylvan Safekeeper and the combo. So that was, I think, just trying to work out if I'm supposed to be upset that I lost there or if that was pretty much par for the course. But I don't know. I feel like this deck is a lot of fun and really hard to play. And I'm not sure if the sort of if the setup is correct right now. Like we might want to dial some things back, dial some things up. Um, Not sure completely about the mana base, but yeah. I mean, I'm kind of stoked to keep trying this. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That really helps me out a lot. It makes this kind of feel worthwhile. So, and with that said, I'll be back with some more magic. Stay safe.